This is our Glorious Face and Eye Primer. It's going to prepare and enhance your skin. It's smooth, it's velvety soft. It's going to prep your skin for makeup that is going to stay porcelain soft all day long. This is our Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. I always keep two around. One is the same tone as my liquid foundation. I use that to cover any skin imperfections that I may have. Right now, I don't feel like I have any, so I'm not going to use this one today, but I do keep it handy. Taffeta, I go 1 to 2 shades lighter than my foundation. This is what I'm going to use under my eyes. I'm going to use it between my eyes right here to highlight, down the nose. I use it right here on my Cupid's bow and on my chin. Today I'm going to show you how I use it underneath my eyes. A little goes a long way. So I'm going to use my foundation brush. I'm simply going to pack my brush, get it on there. The old school way, you used to just put it like right underneath, but you don't want to do that anymore. You want to make a triangle, and a little goes a long way. You do not need much, so I'm just going to make a little triangle just like that. Okay, I'm going to go over here and do this eye. I'm going to make my little triangle, pack a little more on there. Okay, you can use this to cover dark circles. I use it for underneath my eyes for the dark eyes. I will also use it right here under the eyebrow to help highlight the brows. So that's it. That's how I put it on in the morning. This is our Touch Liquid Foundation, otherwise known as our Liquid Gold. This is chiffon, and I'm also going to be using our liquid foundation brush. So before we use this, I always squeeze in the excess. Okay, and then I put the lid back on, give it a couple of shakes, usually about 5. Then I'm gonna squeeze some in there. Doesn't take much. A little goes a long way. So right here, there's like a little hole. I don't put it in there. I put it about 6 dots right around the edge of my brush. Okay, this is where I just blot it on. Pull the hair back. So I just blot it on a little bit. Make sure I get under the eyes where I just applied. Okay, so now this is when I swirl. You want to use the tip of your brush. It's kind of awkward at first, but it does help go with a nice hand on it. And I'm just basically buffing it on. The coverage is amazing. It's light to the touch. It does not feel cakey. It dries to a matte finish. Just gonna swirl it. You always want to be sure to go down the neck. And then when you're ready to color match, you always want to try and color match down right here. You don't want to color match on the back of the wrist on top of your hand. It's not going to be your true color. You want to stick right in this area. Okay, I always bring it down. I love that it dries to a matte finish because then now I do not have to use powder, which eliminates an extra step. You can see how I've blended in my concealer. That's it. Next is the Sculpting Trio. I'm also going to show you the contour brush. What is great about this trio is the directions that it comes in right there. It tells you where to place each trio color. So first we've got the contour cream. The middle is the highlight powder, and this is the 3D cream. So we're going to go ahead and apply this. For the contour cream, I'm going to use the flat end of this brush Okay, so I'm just getting it all in there, packing my brush. Okay, gonna get my hair out of the way. Okay, so I'm gonna start off across my top of my head. So I'm just gonna brush it on there. You don't have to go super dark. Okay, I'm also gonna get underneath the cheekbone. So I'm gonna get it right in there. Get in there. Looking lovely, isn't it? Okay, so I want to make sure I get up there really good. Okay, so next, I'm going to get right under here. Get right under that lip. Okay, we're also going to get the sides of the nose. So I'm going to give it just a little help right there. Okay, gonna want to help that nose narrow out. Now we also want to go across the nose here. Okay, and then a little underneath the tip. Okay, and we're also, we all want to get rid of some of this, right? So I'm just going to brush a little there. We want to cause a shadow effect, right? Okay, so there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of blend it in. I am just using a brush I have. It's like a kabuki brush because I just want to blend it together. You don't want to keep the harsh line, right? Okay, I'm just going to blend that up there. Don't forget under here, I'm going to blend that. I have already used the primer, and you want to go a little more into the hairline. So be sure you get that hairline so you don't have that line like I just had. Okay, so can you already tell the difference right there? Wow. Okay, you can always go back and add more. Why not? Okay, you can go as light or as dark as you want. Okay, so I'm going to leave that at that. I already feel like I'm looking a little sculpted. Make sure we blend this down here. All right, the next part is the highlight powder. So you want to highlight these parts right here. Okay, so we're going to do that now. For this highlight powder, I'm going to use the paddle side of my brush. All right, so we're going to go right here. So we want to add some powder there. We want to do it right here on the sides. Now, as you can tell, I have not done my brows yet. Now, before we used the contour cream, we went right in between. So now we're going to use the highlight and go right down the middle of the nose. We want to go under the eyes. Highlight them eyes. What is that saying? The eyes are the something to the soul. Okay, so we're just going to highlight those areas. We also want to come below what we did earlier. Okay, so we want to get right down under there. We're basically like building layers. We're going to go right here on the chin. Okay, now I am using a medium, which is what you would use for chiffon. So I'm just going to highlight a little bit more right here. Now we also want to hit under those eyes. I think I did it already, but I'm going to do it again because I feel like my eyes need some brightening. All right, so don't forget the Cupid's bow. We're going to get right there. You can also use your finger for some of this, but I love the way that feels. Look how it just makes your Cupid's bow pop already with just that little bit. Okay, next is the highlighting cream or the 3D cream. You can do this two different ways. I sometimes will take my little brush and use it for right under my brows, but also you can take your finger, because I just want a little bit. We're just gonna highlight right under the brows. I'm just gonna hit a couple spots here. Also, we're going to hit the middle of the nose. So again, we've got our handy dandy picture, which is awesome. So we're gonna get right down the nose. Again, I'm gonna blend it in just a little bit. This one you want to get right above that cheekbone right there. Okay, so we're gonna blend it in just a little bit. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, remember you can go as light or dark as you want, okay? Now this, again, we're gonna go right on our Cupid's bow. All right, that shows me I'm done. So what I'm gonna do now is I am gonna blend it just a little bit. I wanna make sure I'm all blended together. Okay. Wow, love it. So always make sure you blend this into in your hair. Thanks for watching.